What is the scariest story? That is 100% true? 1. I would call it creepy more than scary. But my mom's friend had a small house and lived alone. She noticed weird things. A batch of soup depleting faster than usual. Missing eggs, damp towels in the hamper when she hadn't used any, extra dishes in the dishwasher, etc. This went on for months. She thought she was just being forgetful. One day she heard some thumping around in her attic and went to investigate. She found some makeshift living quarters. Small radio, hot plate, sleeping bag, pillow, food wrappers, etc. She called the cops who came to keep an eye on the place. They ended up catching a homeless man climbing a tree, trying to sneak into her attic window. He had been doing this almost daily. He would wait for her to go to work, then go downstairs and help himself to food and amenities. The funny part about this story is they got to know each other throughout the ordeal, and the guy was actually very respectful, just down on his luck. She didn't press charges. Instead, let him move in, helped him get a job, and he lived in the attic until he got back on his feet. Creepy shit with a happy ending. 2. When my aunt was about 16, she was working at a grocery store and had a boss in his mid-20s. One day, he called the house and was begging her to sneak out and hang out with him. She was considering it because it was her boss, and she didn't want to say no. My mom, who is 2 years younger than her, always gets these incredibly spot-on gut feelings. She had one that night and begged my aunt not to go out with him. Thankfully, she listened to my mom and told him no, which made him really angry. He ended up going out that night and meeting another girl. He took her out to some cliffs and raped her and pushed her off. Somehow, she lived through this and was able to get him sent to prison. I feel so sorry for that girl and so thankful for my mom and her gut feelings. Always trust your gut. 3. Carol Duranch was at a shopping mall in Salt Lake City in 1974 when she was approached by a man claiming to be a police officer. He said that someone had tried to break into her car and asked her to come with him. He then said he would drive her to the police station, and she got into his car. However, this guy was not a police officer, and he did not drive her to the police station, but rather pulled into a parking lot. He then cuffed her, pulled out a gun, and threatened to kill her if she resisted. Only he messed up. He meant to cuff both of her wrists, but only managed to cuff one. She escaped and fought him off despite being hit over the head several times. Her kidnapper was Ted Bundy. He killed another woman just 4 hours later. Her escape also helped identify Bundy, and she is part of the reason he was eventually arrested. Like and comment for more.